What is up, everybody? First and foremost, I have a little bit of a spoiler for you guys about the communication matrix, but it comes with a little bit of history. So without further ado, we are going to talk about a little bit of history. I'm all about it. And what you see right here is the foundation of what is the communication matrix. Now, the communication matrix is going to be what empowers you inside of the Systems Accelerator Manager to start and run automations. And not only can you start and run them, we have workflows. They're like automations that are built into a lot of systems these days, most of them being CRMs. But this is what makes SAM a system accelerator. It's the future of CRMs, and it all starts with the communication matrix. And it started here. So what are we looking at? Well, if you look on the left-hand side, I was actually at my parents' house and I was borrowing one of my dad's larger marker boards, something I do pretty often. Much better than this little dinky guy over here. Gets the job done, but not quite what I need. Sometimes I need to think in larger format. And so this is what I was doing. Now, the left-hand side, you're going to notice that there are lots of different colors going on. Well, this is our onboarding experience. So when you sign up for a 14-day free trial, you go to sam.workflowsecrets.info and you sign up for a trial, you are going to start getting a series of emails each and every day that teach you about the system, about the features. All of these emails give you a little bit of homework on, hey, check this out, go do this. And they all come with videos and little quick 1 to 3 minute videos that teach you about each of these pieces. Now, this was my solution to helping all of you guys be able to try out the system, get a learning objective for each of the different features, but then also not have to go to a training or have to allocate different times of day. You can just do it at your own leisure, and it's delivered right to your email. So that's really cool. But as the trialing experience goes down from blue to red, what's actually happening is there's a shift, because towards the end of the trial, I have emails that kind of alert you, hey, your trial's ending soon. Make sure you explore this. Hey, your trial's ending soon. Make sure you explore this. Hey, your trial is ending soon. Make sure you explore this. And it also has some call to actions for you to subscribe so you don't lose access to SAM. But I realized, man, when I have someone going through a trial, let's say day 4, they decided, you know what, SAM is great. I would love to subscribe to SAM. I don't even need to finish my 14 days. I know today that I'm going to subscribe. And they subscribe, which happens all the time. And this was kind of the issue that I ran into that made me realize this. There's no way to stop the sequence of emails going through and move them over to, say, a customer trial onboarding sequence versus a non-customer trialing onboarding sequence. The switching was a little weird. And so I needed to really think about, okay, well, I could do this manually. I can keep track of who's where, because realistically, I don't want my customers receiving the, hey, your trial's ending soon, you should subscribe emails, right? They already subscribed. Why do they need to receive those? But I still want them to learn all about the features. And you could allegedly have different experiences for both. You could write different experiences for both, but that's also a little silly too. So I needed to figure out how to do that. And in trying to figure out and trying to answer this solution, I realized that I needed something different. And that's where the communication matrix came from. And realistically, as you shift over, there's date fields assigned. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to move over and I'm going to explain this a little bit better. But I just love this. I wanted to show you guys a bit. So I am in the Systems Accelerator Manager and I am in a contact section. Now, you guys don't have access to the contact section yet, but very soon you will. And this is part of the communication matrix. I do have local access. And so we're going to explore it. So inside the contact section, there's some really cool stuff that is happening. And Sam is using things that you learn about a contact. You add to the notes section, different pieces of contact information to really be able to build custom resources for you. So we're going to talk about what does that look like in just a second. But before we do, I need to talk about these important dates. So on my side of things, it doesn't really help you in real estate, but it is going to help you in real estate. I'm just going to paint the picture of what we're doing over here, and you can kind of see how can I apply this to my real estate, because there's lots of real estate fields for you guys, right? This one just helps me build software that helps yourself and then help everyone else with it. We have a trial date and a little trial start date right here. So when you start a trial in SAM, you get a contact card added to our profile, and a trial date is put into your contact card. It automatically also fills out a trial end date. Now, when a contact's important date field is filled out, that is what triggers the communication matrix. And so something is going to happen. When this happens, something is going to happen. And what does that look like? Well, this is where I can finally show you guys what this looks like. So we are going to go ahead and currently it's in the calendar section, but you can start building routines. Now, this is all part of the communication matrix. I wake up every day and I brush my teeth, then I go make some coffee, and then I go for a quick walk, kind of center myself. I go shower, then I get my day started. That's my morning routine. So why wouldn't we have routines built in to our system? So that's why it's called the routine. But right now I've got several different routines. And the one I want to show you, if you might see it and think it's familiar, I've got a onboarding email series, and it's blue. Weird. It's like we've seen that before somewhere, but I can't quite remember, of course, right? So let's look at what is this? Well, we click into the routine and we are going to see lots of different actions that are occurring. So we have our onboarding email series, and it is not yet set active, but as soon as it sets active, anytime a date field, specifically this trial start date field, gets updated, boom, it's going to start this routine for me. And so on the start of the trial date, 0 days after that gets added, it's going to send out a message. Now, this message has a template that I've written, but it's also able Sam is going to take the information that it knows about you as a contact, and it's going to rewrite it and tweak it and make sure it's perfectly custom to you. It's not using merge fields and what I think is like the standard for communications these days. People are like, oh, well, I put your first name at the top of the email. It's custom to you, right? That's not custom. Come on. But it's going to customize it to you. Hey, Cody, welcome to the same trial. We are going to be learning about this today. It's very similar to jujitsu, whatever. So I have a template attached here. Because it's selected, it's going to start automatically. If I wanted to, I could put an objective here. This would explain specifically what is the purpose of this email. And in defining that purpose, it's going to help Sam customize it additionally, or Sam's just going to refer to this template and kind of get a good idea. Now, here's the really cool part. I've talked about this in some of my big speech pitches, but it says preferred/email, and we have preferred/text message, preferred/phone call. Why do we have that? Well, a contact might have a preferred method of communication. So maybe they prefer email, maybe they are not a millennial like I am and prefer phone calls, which you will never catch from me at least, or maybe they prefer text messages. And either way, you can have it set to a preferred. If they don't have a preferred, it'll default to email. If they don't have a preferred, it'll default to text message or phone calls. Or you can just say, I actually want this just to be an email. No preferred indeed. But let's say it was a preferred style of communication that was the text message. Well, this message then is going to get translated into a quick text message. It's going to get sent to your new contact, and bada bing, bada boom, as the industry would say. They now have a text message that's welcoming them to their trial. It's going to teach them a little bit about SAM, get them started by making sure they're signed up. It's it's going to give them their first objective for the day, which is setting up their profile settings. And the reason we do that is so that Sam can write custom content for you, specifically resources like lead magnets or social media posts or maybe emails, things like that, right? So now we have a routine activity that has an action assigned to it. This action has a template that it can use to look through and understand the content. We can define the objective. We could make sure there's a preferred style of communication or a default style. And we also have how many days, how many hours, minutes, weeks, months, or maybe even years after and or before. So I'm really excited about the trial start date. So we go ahead and save this. And now it's going to go ahead and it's doing its thing automatically, right? Automatically, because that's how I have it set up again with this being selected. So now, the other thing, confirm when triggered. I had that checked on just as an example, but if you had this checked on, it's going to make sure and check with you before it sends it. Or if you just want it to send out automatically, it's got the template. It knows what I want to say. I don't need to really stress over it. And realistically, this is my onboarding experience for all my new trialers. Let's say 1,000 people come in today and try Sam. You tell me I have to proofread 1,000 emails on the way to all of the different people. Oh my gosh, what a nightmare. And so we don't necessarily need that. We just proofread it and move it on its way. Now, on top of that, we also have that, and I've adjusted it to green from red. Red just seems a little bit aggressive, but those, hey, your trial is ending soon, emails are now in here. And guess what? They're very similarly built out. They have a preferred, they have a template, they're selected, but then now we have them sending out 2 days before the trial end date. So going back to here, I have a trial end date. Now it can adjust to 2 days before. So it's looking backwards in time. But man, the coolest part about this, I'm so jazzed about this because this is something that a service I use called ClickFunnels uses in their marketing efforts. And I've never been able to do this before, but I can now do it hours before instead of just having to do days before. Now, I want you to imagine in your real estate business, you have an open house, and this is where this is going to come in, and you can really lean into the communication matrix. You want to let them know 2 days before the open house, 24 hours before the open house, 12 hours before the open house, an hour before the open house, 30 minutes before the open house. And maybe these are all different modes of communication. I would hope in 30 minutes before the open house that they're on their way. So maybe we send them a text message or give them a phone call versus an email because they're most likely not going to be checking it. But now I have the ability to set things 30 minutes before the end of this. And it's looking at this specific time that I have set for this trial end to get that that number built out. So this is the power of routine activities, adding actions, building out routines for you guys, and being able to use these important dates that as these dates get filled out, things happen. Now, I'm going to send you off with one more example because this is really fun, right? So I have also built out a birthday routine. Let's use the birthday keep, right? So over here in the contact card, we have a birth date, and this is my birthday, September the 3rd, 1992. I am, in fact, a 90s kid. And so when we are on the phone or when we're messaging or we're working with a lead, a customer, a past client, and they let us know what their birthday is. Maybe we're on Facebook and we realize it. Come back to the contact card, update it. Now you have their birthday. Excellent. What we can do is that birth date gets added and updated, and that triggers the communication matrix. This routine that we've already built for birthdays gets put into play. Now, again, it's not currently active. You flip that on, ready to go. Maybe this is something you do want to confirm with the trigger. Maybe it's not something you want to confirm with the trigger. That's up to you. But I think that a great birthday experience, or mind you, it could be a world-class client experience, like we talk about in our book, Our Best Workflow Secrets, building a world-class client experience. These are the experiences that you build that make people want to come back again and again and again. They want to share about how awesome it was to work with you. World-class client experiences. So 4 days before their birthday, now that we know their birthday, 4 days before it, it's going to send you a message saying, hey, your client's birthday is in 4 days. You should go pick up a birthday card. Maybe you keep birthday cards in your office, sign it and put it in the mail, get it out to them. And then they're going to have it on their birthday, thanks to the United States Postal Service. Don't forget to buy stamps. That's how we keep them in business, right? But then on the day of, we need to send them a birthday message, right? So we have a birthday message 0 days after their birthday. You could, I guess, in theory, go 0 days before their birthday as well. Pretty well the same thing. But then I have a template assigned to it that I had over in RealVolve, and I just imported it over. I'm going to use their preferred. I'm going to use their email. Let's send them a birthday email, wishing them happy birthday. But we don't just want to stop in an email. We also, on that same day, want to give them a birthday call because they're a great client to us, right? If we look back over here, I am an A category client, which means I am one of those clients that you are going to send a gift to come holidays, and you're definitely going to give a call on their birthday. And so now we also have a call on their birthday, again, 0 days after their birthday. And so now we're able to deliver a world-class client experience. The system is helping us by getting all of these details squared away. It is sending out that email and also crafting it for us. It's written in our voice, but it's using the information that it knows about me from maybe the notes section or files that it have, or just contact information to craft a really custom email. That way I'm going to feel that personal effect for you. Again, it doesn't just say, Dear Cody, and I call it personal and move on with my life. No, we're going to go a step above that because we are great real estate agents, and we love what we do. We love working with people. We love helping people. And guess what? When we love what we do, the money comes. And so you guys are going to have more customers that are repeats. They're going to send out more referrals. That's more business. And now everything just kind of moves really smoothly. And it's all thanks to the power of adding in information into the system under these contact cards, leveraging the communication matrix to get these routines working with you and for you. And because I added this date, boom, it fired it off for me. I didn't have to stress about starting something, thinking through each individual process for each individual person, each message for each individual person. I say, what would be the ideal birthday experience that I could give to a client? Okay, let's build it. And we did. And then I can think, okay, what would be the ideal trial experience on my end for a client or a customer or a lead or a trialing user? And I built it, and that's what we did. So this is what is coming to you guys very soon. But how do you get access? Well, it all starts by going sam.workflowsecrets.info. When you come here, go ahead and hit this sign up button. Throw in all your information, check this terms of service. You don't have to subscribe to the newsletter. That's fine. You're going to miss out on some great content, but I'm not going to be upset. Sign up, fill out your information. From there, you're going to have 14 days free in the system. Now, I'm going to let you know right now, it is June 10th, 2024. If you're finding this immediately, it's not ready yet. It's currently in my account only so that I can play around. I can get it built out for you guys. I can make sure all the bugs are worked out. But I can't imagine it not being done within the next couple of weeks. And from there, I'm going to be pushing out an invite to all of my current users and all of the people who have trialed with the Systems Accelerator Manager before. And once they get their hands on it, once they get to start using it, we're going to open up the book and allow everyone to do it. But you got to start by signing up, get into our ecosystem, as I like to say. But that is what I have coming. Hopefully this gets you really excited. It just gets me so jazzed because this has been a really long time coming. It's been really cool, again, to take something from concept and now it is in reality. And more than that, it's going to help you guys be able to do some incredible things. And I'm just so excited to watch what you guys are going to be able to do. I'm so grateful that I can implement this in my own business. Again, I'm expecting thousands of leads to come in to our business at one time. And that is a number that could crumble our business, just immediately crumble me if I had to do that manually. But because of the communication matrix, I'm going to be able to drive an experience that's it's going to pay dividends. And if I can do it for my software business, you're going to have no problem doing this with your real estate business. You're going to be able to drive that world-class client experience. We're going to be able to grow our revenue. And that's what I'm excited about. But let me know in the comments if you're excited about this and maybe some routines that you would like to build. And if you let me know in the comments, what are some routines, maybe I'll build them for you and I'll just put them in the account and they'll be available. My intention is to have things like this birthday routine and several others that can help you guys just preload it in the account so you don't have to sit down and think about these. This will be kind of what does Cody's world-class client experience look like? And we're also in talks with some real estate coaches who we are trying to get their frameworks, their systems, their processes turned into routines inside the communication matrix in partnership with them to help their clients out. So if you're a real estate coach and you want to work with me, email me, cody@workflowsecrets.info, and we can maybe chat a little bit further. But other than that, I will see you guys very soon.